Hello, everyone. Welcome to English Talk Zone. If you want to improve your English through interesting stories, conversations, and vocabulary, this channel is perfect for you. So don't forget to subscribe to English Talk Zone and press the bell icon so you never miss our new English learning videos.
Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're going to get right to it and tackle a huge question, a really big one. Are you making the most of the one life you have? Let's dive in and find out. Okay, so let's just rip the Band-Aid off right away. The central question from our source material is, well, it's kind of uncomfortable, to be honest. It's that question that forces you to take a hard look in the mirror and ask, am I really living or am I just existing? And the source material draws a really sharp line in the sand between these two things. On one side, you've got existing. You know what that feels like, right? It's life on autopilot. You're scrolling endlessly. You're making excuses. You're always waiting for that perfect someday that, let's face it, it never actually shows up. But then there's living. And that's all about creating something, taking direct action, and just diving headfirst into the present moment, embracing the challenges, the whole shebang. So the big question is, how do you make that jump? How do you get from just existing to truly living? Well, the first step, and it's a big one, is to confront the stories we tell ourselves, or maybe more accurately, the lies we tell ourselves that keep us trapped. And here it is, lie number one. It's probably the most common one out there. It's that tiny, nagging voice in the back of your head that whispers, I'll do it later. The source material calls this, and I mean this directly, the biggest lie you tell yourself. It's basically the voice of laziness and fear teaming up to keep you stuck right where you are. Think about it. Later isn't really a time on the clock, is it? It's more like this mythical graveyard where all our human potential and our biggest dreams go to die. And that's the real danger, right? Every single time you push something to later, you're rolling the dice on it becoming never. And with every second you wait, time is literally working against you. And you know what goes hand in hand with procrastination? The blame game. Lie number two is that it's always someone else's fault. It is so easy to burn through years blaming your upbringing, your family, your job, not having enough money, you name it. But here's the thing. Every time you point that finger, you're just giving away your own power. And our source on this is, well, it's incredibly blunt. It says your life is your responsibility, not your parents, not your friends, not the government's. It's on you, just you. And that might sound harsh, but it's actually where all the power is. The second you accept that 100%, that is the exact moment you unlock the ability to change literally everything. Okay, on to lie number three, and this one is a truly modern monster, right? It's totally supercharged by social media. It's the lie of comparison. You know the drill. You're scrolling and you see someone's perfect 15-second highlight reel, and you immediately use it to judge your own messy 24-hour behind-the-scenes life. You don't see the struggle, you don't see the failures, you don't see the loneliness, and the takeaway here is crystal clear. Doing this is the absolute fastest way to sabotage your own progress. It's like you're trying to run a race, but you're in somebody else's lane. All right, so we've identified the lies. We're going to stop listening to them. So what's next? Simple. Action. It's time to break out of the cage. And what is that cage? It's the comfort zone. But we need to redefine what that means. It's not some cozy little shelter. It's a trap. It's a cage with velvet bars that feels all nice and relaxing, but it's silently, slowly killing your dreams. Why? Because nothing, absolutely nothing, ever grows in the comfort zone. So how do you pick the lock and get out? There's a 3-step escape plan. It's simple to understand, but not so easy to do. Step 1, take action. Do one thing that makes you uncomfortable every single day. Step 2, stop thinking. Seriously, overthinking is just fear wearing a fancy suit. Think for 10 minutes, then act for 10 hours. And step 3, fail forward. You have to be willing to fail and fail proudly and loudly. Because let's be real, nothing great in the history of the world was ever built by someone playing it safe. But what happens if you don't? What if you decide to just stay in that cage? What's the real cost of always playing it safe? Well, the source material warns us that the price you pay, it's not something you see right away. The ultimate price is an empty story. That's it. A life without any risk is a life without adventure. It's a life without growth, and when it's all said and done, it's a life without a story worth telling. And all of this, it leads us to the final piece of the puzzle. You have to realize that the biggest, toughest battle you will ever fight isn't against the world, it's against yourself. This is about winning the inner war. Because every single day you wake up and it's a choice, a battle between two different versions of you. You've got the lazy you, that's the one that craves comfort, the one that always says tomorrow, and then you've got the ambitious you, the one that seeks growth and says now. It's like that old story about the two wolves. The one you feed is the one that wins. And let's be really clear here. This has nothing to do with feeling motivated all the time. That's a myth. This is about willpower. It's about discipline. It's about doing the hard thing, the right thing, even when every single feeling in your body is screaming at you to just quit and go watch Netflix. Now, I'm going to give you a secret weapon that the source provides. And it's going to sound a little harsh at first, so just stick with me. Here it is. Nobody cares about your problems. I know, that sounds rough, but it's actually framed as the ultimate form of freedom. And here's why that's so liberating. Think about it. If nobody really cares that much, then you are completely free. You're free to fail, you're free to look stupid, you're free to fall flat on your face and get back up and try again, and you don't need anyone's permission or approval to do it. The moment you stop waiting for someone else to pat you on the back or feel sorry for you, that's when you truly become the architect of your own life. Okay, let's bring this all home. Let's talk about the ultimate motivator. The one resource that, once it's gone, you can never, ever get back. You know what I'm talking about. The clock is ticking. 1. Just 1. That's how many lives you get. There are no do-overs, no second chances, no hitting the restart button. This is it. You get one shot, and having that perspective changes everything. The past, it's gone. It's a lesson, not a life sentence. Let it teach you, but don't live there. The future, it's not guaranteed for any of us. The only time you actually have any control is right now, this very second. Every tick of the clock is a piece of your life you are spending, and you can't get a refund. So this brings us to a really direct challenge, especially for anyone out there who's waiting for the perfect time to start something. Ask yourself this, honestly, what is actually going to be different between right now and that magical perfect time? The truth? Absolutely nothing will change. The fear you feel now, it's still going to be there. Life isn't suddenly going to get easier. And spoiler alert, the time will never be perfect. Waiting for the right moment is just the same old lie we talked about earlier, but this time is dressed up to look like a clever strategy. So everything